Hello, Plate of the Month subscribers. It's that time again. We have two new plates for you. We have PMC-69 and PMC-70. 69 is a gorgeous plate with all sorts of lovely embellishments, flowers, some geometric type stuff, and just lots of really pretty swirls, roses, and PMC-70 is, of course, with Valentine's Day on the way, a heart-inspired plate. So let's start with PMC-69 and create something gorgeous. I'm going to use my own nails today to decorate. I have a lovely nude color on called Spa from KoKo Claire, and that will be our base. So I decided that along with this beautiful nude color, I'm going to use polish number 51, Bring on the Bubbly, 34, which is angelic white, and our black, which is number 1, and more like 1am. Let's start with this image down here in the bottom, which is to put on the tip, then with a little bit of detail above it. Let me show you. I'm going to use the gold on the tip, so number 51. Okay. And scrape and lift immediately. And now I'm going to pop it right on. And you can see down below that I didn't quite go all the way to the tip. So I've got a little bit left on my stamper here, so let's make use of it. Come in where we didn't cover there, and you can see how that'll cover it up. And just make our way around and make sure that we like that coverage. Use all those little extra bits, and you can see how that completes that. Just a easy little trick for you. So now let's use more like 1am the black. And we're going to do the second part of this image right there. And scrape and immediately roll. Pick up every little piece of that gorgeous image. And get rid of our little bits that we don't want. Now I'm going to come in, and this just slips right over top. Take your time, get it where you want it, press and hold. Isn't that gorgeous? So you can do that any color, any combination you can think of. Really pretty. I would like to do a full coverage using our same colors. We're going to go ahead and make everything all cohesive, as I always like to try and do. And what do we want to use here next? I think I want to do this two-part one, and I'm going to do the centers in black. And I don't have super wide nails, so I'm not going to do the whole image. Roll over top to lift. And now I'm going to do this. Let's do this on the pointer. And I'm going to go right in the center of all the best images in the lift. Off to the right, some of them weren't fully complete, so I'll just avoid those. Like so. And now I'm going to go in with Bring on the Bubbly and pick up this lovely lattice looking image. Slide, pick up immediately, and there we go. We've got that gorgeous image all complete. And now take your time and get it position so that each of those guys is as close to the center as possible, and give a push. Transfer it over. Now right at the bottom here, not quite complete. My nail's a little longer, so again, let's just use a little bit of something that's left over and create the illusion that it cut it the first time. There we go. So just a little bit of cleanup required here on our cuticles. And what I like to do, because I'm wearing gel polish, is I will come along and actually put on my gel polish top coat and cure it. And then I can come along and just give this a wipe, and it's gone without affecting my image at all. Just separate those a little bit, and there we go. Okay, on to the next. And what are we going to do next? I think we should do a little bit of the roses. Let's pull up one of these beautiful rose images here up in the corner. You can see here on our example sheet. That guy right there. Let's put him right there. Over to the side. All right, so I'm going to orient my plate the way in which I want this to sit on my nail. That way I can just go right from the plate to the nail, without having to do any rotations or any changes. So I'm going to start with our gold. The first of the three. And pick that up. Don't need those, and we don't need that. And now we'll go straight to the nail. And pop that right there. Now our second color, I'm going to use the angelic white. Make sure your polishes are well mixed. If they're feeling a little thick, make sure you thin them out a little bit. You want to make sure you have the best possible scenario. If you're going to take the time to do it, make sure your products are ready to go and in the best shape possible. Okay. So, step 2, we're going to pop these guys aiming for that first one that I touched there. Like so. And then we're going to outline in black. You know what, before I go on, I didn't clean that up completely before I stamped it down, so you can see there's a little bit of extras on here. Let's get rid of those right away. And now on to the black, which is our outline. Outline and details. And we'll give it a nice hard scrape just so we get them nice and crisp. Immediately lift. Don't want any of those fine lines to dry before you can pick it up. And now, aim for those lovely colors that we've just popped on there. And the little buds that are off to the sides. You can see there's a little bud there and a little bud there. Really pretty embellishment on the tip of a almond nail like that. Okay, what would we like to do next? I think we should do one of these roses. Let me show you with this guy as well. That guy right there. Just a partially opened single stem rose, really pretty. Okay, we're gonna do exactly the same thing. using these same colors. Now, I've got 4 different layers here. I'm going to start with our gold. And we'll pop it down first. And then we're going to go with our angelic white. Another shimmery color, just like our Bring on the Bubbly, number 51 that we just used first there. And that guy just goes around that first one. Now we need one more color to put in here. What do we want to use? I'm thinking maybe just a flat white would be nice. But let's not go with a bright one. Let's use our sheer negligee, number 93. Just so it's not too overpowering, but it will still have definition. Right, and that's going to set right around and kind of finish up all those colors. Make it more of a solid. Okay, and now we are ready for our outline and stem. So I'm going to apply this in a downward motion over top of this image. This time I'm going to scrape the opposite direction and quickly roll over top. It's better. Still not perfect. Let's go one more time. Now the challenge I may be having is possibly with this polish, because it does seem a little tiny bit thick. So you know what, let's thin it. We'll use just a couple drips of our thinner. Just maybe 3. There's not a whole lot of polish in here, so you don't want to over dilute it. Give it a really good shake. I always like to roll it between my hands. Spins everything to the center. Let's make sure we're mixed. Yep, looks good. Okay, so we know this is dry. We know this is well mixed and thinned a bit, but let's do the same thing. We're gonna go downward with our application and then upward with our scrape and immediately lift. And look at that. Nice. Sometimes it's worth it to just spend that extra time, do a couple of extra steps to end up with an image that's as close to perfect as we can get it. And there we go. Pretty little gold and white rose with the black, just to keep it consistent with our look. Come on, focus you. All right, let's do it. All right, deciding what to put on the thumb. Let's turn to our clear spec sheet and get some inspiration. Just hold these guys over top and picture, what could I do? What do I have to work with? What would I like to see? I'm thinking I'd like to see some swirls. We have a ton of really pretty swirls on here. What if we go, let's put that guy right at the tip. And then we'll go from there. And we'll do that in 2 colors. Where is he? He is right here. Okay. What do I want right at the tip? I think I want gold to be the more dominant. Let's go gold more dominant. The black won't look so heavy. All right. Bit of a squish. Let's do it again. Need to scrape a little bit harder just to get some more of those details out. Deeper image. So. Fuzz everywhere. Okay, so scrape hard and roll. And now we've got more of the details coming out. Clean those guys up. And then we're going to put this right on the tip. As close to center as you possibly can. Thank goodness for clear stampers, we can get a lot closer to center than we ever could before. It still can be a bit tricky though. Take your time and line things up. Okay, so now with the second part of this image, just this little guy down here. And scrape and lift right away. And let's pop this right down here for that double color look. There we go. Lots of different options on this pretty plate. I would even do a set where I use this on every single nail. Really, really pretty. Same thing with the roses.